guys, today I'm going to teach you two-step equations, but first we're going to do a little bit of a review. We're going to be reviewing adding and subtracting integers. So, Elijah, Mr. Giggles, give me a beat. Add like signs, subtract unlike signs, and take the sign of the larger number. Take the sign of the larger number. Add like signs, subtract unlike signs, and take the sign of the larger number. Take the sign of the larger number. Add like signs, subtract unlike signs, and take the sign of the larger number. Take the sign of the larger number. Add like signs, subtract unlike signs, and take the sign of the larger number. And take the sign of the larger number. Okay, so what that means is if we have a -5 and we add a +6 to it, we have unlike signs, -5 and a +6. So what we would do is subtract the two. So 6 minus 5 is a 1. But we have to take the sign of the larger number. The larger number is 6, so it would be positive. But we don't really write positive in front of it. Sorry, my positive is really ugly. We don't really write positive in front of a number, so the answer would just be 1. So we're going to try another one. If we have a -7, and let's make it interesting, -7 equals, does anybody want to try it? Earthy.
7. Take away 7. Is 14.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. We have alike signs, don't we?
Yeah.
So what do we do when we have alike signs?
We add.
That's right, Elijah. So does anybody else want to try? Okay, Ricky, you've got it now.
Okay, 7
Right?
plus
Right?
7 is 14.
And then?
And since there's no other sign, I'm guessing it's a negative.
You guessed right. Good job, Ricky. Let's try one more. So if we have, let me erase this one right quick. -10 plus, let's say 6. Does anybody want to try this one? Beatrice.
Okay. 10
Right,
minus 6,
right.
which is 4.
4, okay.
And then you take the thing of the larger number.
Take the sign of
It's
the
a
larger number.
negative.
Right.
And put it on.
Right, Beatrice. Good job. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
All right. So, on to the lesson for today. We have two-step equations. Two-step equations is just what it is, a two-step equation. So, I have right now 25 equals 10x plus 5. We're used to seeing, 10x equals 30. Can anyone give me the answer to this one? Esther?
X equals 3.
X equals 3, right? Because we divide 10, we divide 10 into 30, which we get 3. But this is a little bit more complex, but not that hard. So, right now we have a 5 here, so we can't really divide the 10 into the 25, can we? So, we have a +5 right here. Our object is to get rid of this 5 from both sides of the equation. So we're going to have to subtract 5 from both sides of the equation. By both sides of the equation, I mean both sides of the equal sign. So if we're subtracting 5, 25 minus 5 is
20.
20, correct. So now we have 20x, yes, Beatrice?
Why do you subtract 5? Why can't you subtract 10?
We subtract 5 because 5 is the number that we have to get rid of. The 10 is here because the 10 is a coefficient of the x. So we can't subtract 10 because x is here. We can only subtract 10 if there was an x next to the 25. by itself.
By itself?
Yes, correct. So when we subtract 5, we have 20 equals 10x. And what is that? A one-step equation. So what's the answer, Esther?
X equals 2.
X equals 2. And why is x equals 2?
Because 20 divided by 10 is 2.
Right. Okay. So see, it's not that much harder. But let me do a little bit of a challenging one. And this goes into our review. So here we have negative 10x equals 28 plus 4x. So our object was, going back to Ruth's question, is that we have to get the x's by itself and the integer by itself. So going back to our song, we have positive 4, which we will be subtracting, right? And we have to subtract 4x from both sides, right? So, Beatrice.
Why would you subtract 4x? Wouldn't you do the 28 since it doesn't have an x?
Okay, we subtract 4x because we can't subtract 28. We have this x, this variable right here, and we have the variable right here. So that means we have to subtract this variable from this side. You get it? Because this is just an integer. It doesn't have a variable. So we have to have, basically we have to have a variable on one side and an integer on the other. You get it? Okay. So this is the variable x and b is the integer. Okay? So now we have negative 10x minus 4x. And does anyone want to answer that for me? Jorana.
Wouldn't it be negative 14x?
Yes, it would be negative 14x. Good job. You were listening to my song. So negative 14x equals 28. Does anybody want to finish this equation? Elijah.
So you would divide negative 14x on both, well, negative 14 on both sides,
Yep.
and your answer would be x, well, yeah, x equals negative 2.
X equals negative 2. Good job. Okay, so I have this one. It may look a little hard, but just because the numbers are bigger, does anybody want to volunteer and come do it? Ruth's hand was up first. So, Ruth, here's the marker. And show me your steps in the red marker. Show me the adding and subtracting your integers in your marker.
Wait, how to write the question down?
No.
And you said if you don't add the plus?
Yeah, you don't have to write the plus when it's positive.
Is it right?
And Ruth Mead is correct. Dr. Check. Alright, so you're gonna have an assignment, 5 questions. You know, it's not a lot. 5 questions isn't a lot. And then we'll go over it after. Yes, Beatrice.
Is it a grade?
It is a grade. I'm sorry. It's a grade. Yes, Beatrice.
How much grades?
1 grade. We'll make it 1 grade.
Would we count as a test grade or a homework grade?
It's 1 grade. It'll count as a homework grade. But any questions?
No.
No questions? My students are smart?
Yes.
Great.